Hey guys! Today's the first day of classes. It's Monday, August 22nd. It's 9:34 in the morning. My first class doesn't start until 1. I only have 2 classes today, one at critical thinking at 1 and my orientation class at 4. That'll be kind of nice. No, I've done a bunch of stuff. So college is fun. I've been here for almost a week now. I got here on Tuesday. It's been good. My roommate's cool. We get along. Some advice kind of for you guys that I think would be helpful from my experience here. First of all, do not wear a lanyard with your keys or your ID or anything around your neck. That screams freshman. Don't do it. Also, for us, we had to bring our computer to orientation days. I guess in some situations you can't help it, but try not to, during orientation days, try not to carry your backpack around, because those two things scream freshman. And apparently at my school, the upperclassmen made a drinking game out of it, so every time they'd see a freshman with a lanyard around their neck, they'd take a shot. And every time they'd see someone wearing a backpack, they'd take a shot, because school hadn't started yet, so why would you be carrying a backpack type of thing? And it makes sense, if you have to take your computer, because sometimes that's the only way you can carry it, but don't do it. Or at least try not to, especially the lanyard thing, because it's just going to look weird. Put it in your pocket, put it in your bag, etc. Keep your door open. After you move in, when you're moving in even, people aren't really going to come in if you're still setting your stuff up, but especially after your parents leave, after you're all set up, if you're kind of chilling in your room, leave your door open. You hear this all the time, but it's so true. People, if they get bored, they're just going to walk around and look for people to hang out with, and they won't come to you if your door is closed. Anytime you're in your room, keep your door open. I mean, unless you're changing or anything, but if you're just sitting in here, I still keep my door open. And then if you're bored and you're chilling in your room, walk around your floor. If the door's open, walk in and introduce yourself. You don't have to be friends with the person, you don't even have to stay that long. Because if you walk in, you can introduce yourself, have a little conversation. If you don't like them, or you're not connecting with them or anything, you should be like, okay, well, I'm just going to go meet more people, and you can walk away. Okay, what I did when I got here was I put my phone on silent. You can see, right? You can see right there, it's on silent. I did it when I was driving down here. So when I got here, I just never turned it back on vibrate, back on noise, anything. So for almost a week, I've had my phone on silent. I think it works really well. I would really recommend putting your phone on silent, because, I mean, you're going to check it anyway for, the time and stuff, or at least I do. But then it's not a huge distraction. You're not going to want to be texting someone all the time. I'd say try it at least for a day or something, because you don't want the distraction of back home, because you want to be in your new environment and, focus on that and meet people. One thing, mostly during move-in day, is to have a pair of scissors. So important, because you're going to be opening boxes, you're going to be opening bags of things with plastic on them. If you don't have scissors, you're screwed. And this is kind of, probably everyone already has packed scissors, but it's just something that I was thinking about, and I was like, if I didn't have them, I would have been lost. Another thing, sometimes a hammer comes in handy, because when we were trying to set up that bed right there, we had to flip it over, and we needed a hammer for it, and we didn't have one, and so it was really hard to do. We had to hit it on the floor and whatever, so sometimes a hammer comes in handy, because we also had to use one for when I was helping my friend move her bed around. We had to use a hammer. So a hammer can come in handy. You could probably get a cheap one, or steal one from your dad or something. Fans. You should really bring multiple fans. For us, I was going to bring a clip-on fan, and then I didn't, which is a huge mistake. I really wish I would have brought it, because it's really hot. These rooms aren't big. The windows don't open very much. So, I brought this little desk fan. It works okay when you're sitting at your desk. But, on move-in day, when you're running around, you're really, getting really hot and sweaty, and for me, I live on the 7th floor. We had to run up and down stairs multiple times. You're getting hot. So that fan wasn't gonna cut it. And that was the fan, like my roommate didn't bring a fan, so she sent her dad to get that fan. It's a box fan. We put it by the window, so that circulates the air in here really well. But I would say bring a desk fan, bring a clip-on fan, bring a standing fan. And that's another thing that's maybe better to buy after you're there, because then you know what kind you can fit and what you need. But definitely a desk fan I think would be really helpful, and a clip-on fan to clip onto your bed. Can you guys hear that? There's a train going by right now. Because the train tracks are super close to my dorm. Those are the trains. They go past about every 15 minutes. It's like less than a block away from my dorm. It's not, I don't think it's a really big deal. I've gotten used to it. It just sucks when they do that really loud horn, and sometimes they do it like 2:30 in the morning. But I'm usually awake at that point, so it doesn't really wake me up. I've never been woken up by the train in the middle of the night, so. Yep. This is my roommate's side of the room. That's her bed, and her futon, and then her desk. This is my side of the room. That's my bed. Microwave, bookshelf with my textbooks on it, fridge, TV stand, and then that's my desk. I have some pictures up there of us, and then my Silverstein poster. Yay! Notes from last week's video is Devin. ID is interior design, and I was probably writing you letters in that class because I didn't do much in there. I kind of failed it, so there's probably a correlation to that. So the question this week from Devin is, if you were a superhero, what power would you have? I honestly didn't really think about this much. I was going to, and then I forgot. I'd probably have mind reading, because sometimes I'll ask people questions that I shouldn't ask them, but it would just save myself the weirdness of asking someone a question I shouldn't ask them. If I could just read their mind. The challenge this week is to come up with what superhero power you think that everyone else in our group would have. Then I think that you would have invisibility, because you like to be invisible. And you like to not answer your phone and not hang out with us, and just kind of sit in your room sometimes. So I think you'd have invisibility, so you can just hide from us and not have to worry about us coming to your house. And I mean, not that we are anymore, but I think that's what Ben would have. Hey guys, so I just got back from my first class. That was really exciting. It was critical thinking, which is a philosophy course, and the professor's pretty cool. On ratemyprofessor.com, it said that he was kind of meh, and like, quote, but he doesn't really help you much. I didn't really get that vibe from him. He seemed like he was going to be really willing to help. So that's cool. I'm pretty excited. That the textbook for that one is an ebook, so I'm not really sure how that's going to work. That was really exciting. I didn't get lost. I was there on time. I don't think I made a fool of myself sitting there, just like everyone else was. The only thing that was weird was, like, I was sitting in the second row, and the first row was completely empty, because it's a pretty big room, and there's only, like, 39 people in it. But, so I was, like, sitting pretty much alone. Like, there were people behind me, but there wasn't anyone in front of me or, like, on the sides of me. There was, like, 3 desks open on this side and, like, 2 on this side. No one in front of me. So I just thought that was kind of weird that I was kind of really, like, alone. But, you know, whatever. My next class is my orientation class at 4, which I'm not really worried about that one, because that's the same group of people we were with all of last week. And the professor for that one is awesome. He's the director of admissions at this school, and he's just so animated and just really funny. So That one's gonna be fun. So I'm just not really excited for classes tomorrow because I have photography appreciation at 8 a.m. Yay. Also, I have English tomorrow at 2:30. My photography class is like halfway across campus, which, I mean, campus is like super small, but yeah. I think that's what power would everyone else have? And Devin would be a witch, and in Harry Potter. I don't know if that counts, but we're gonna say it counts. So Devin would like be able to say like hello Hamora and like all that kind of stuff. And Ben would be able to be invisible because he never wants to hang out with us. And Ariel, you would be able to fly because then you wouldn't have to worry about having a car and paying for gas and having janky cars and not having your own car. So Ariel would be able to fly. Ben, I really hope that you're going to get your webcam fixed really soon because it's really making me sad that I can't see you. Because it's like my favorite things to see Devin and Ariel in their videos. So Ben, you need to hurry up. Ariel, if your video is filmed in one take, that is amazing because I would not be able to do that. Devin, I really enjoyed your time capsule. That was really funny. And just everything that you put in there was really awesome. And like yours too, Ariel. Like, I wish I would have put more thought into mine. I'm gonna have to redo it when I get home. College is going well for me so far. Devin, I hope you're moving in this week. It goes awesome. Ben, you're moving in on Saturday. That's really exciting. Good luck. Ariel, I think you're moving next week. I don't really know, but yay!